as far as voice acting goes concerned, get as much experience acting. Period.
Yeah.
And it's not about being paid, it's not about anything high profile. Take any opportunity you are presented with.
Community
To
theater.
develop your skills as an actor. And you know what? Don't pigeonhole yourselves. I want to be a voice actor. No. You want to be an actor. Very, very few, Dale said it a few minutes ago. Very, 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 very few people that are voice actors make a living just voice acting. It's not an incredibly lucrative job. Unless, of course, you're Homer Simpson. You know what I mean? There's that very, very small fringe at the top of like prelay American animation that they pay really great. But dubbing anime doesn't necessarily pay that great. So don't pigeonhole yourself with like that one thing. The more skills you develop as an actor, the more they will benefit you if and when you get an opportunity to voice act. And the good thing is that a lot of you guys have, and I spoke with this gentleman earlier about this, nowadays with the internet being what it is, there are tons of places on the internet that you can audition for something without leaving your house. You could record an audition remotely, and if they like you, they'll cast you. They'll send you the lines and the script, and you can record the whole thing remotely. That's something that, and he and I have been around long enough to remember, 3/4 inch tapes and pre-roll, and stuff that before the internet, if you wanted to get a job, you better be standing in front of them.
Yep.
But nowadays, there's so many sites and animators and production companies that are casting these wide nets all over the internet. And you guys, if you have the acting experience, you're willing to just let go and give it your best, you'll have those opportunities on the internet. You never even have to leave your couch, which is a great gift. Used to be, you want to be a country singer? Better move to Nashville.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You want to build cars? You better move to Detroit. I mean, there's certain things that happen in certain cities. I mean, it was always that way.
Yeah, you want to get
But the internet has made that, a lot of those things much more accessible, like voice acting and voiceover, stuff like that.
Yeah, like you just said, you wanted to get into acting back in the day, you had to live in New York or LA. And it's one of the reasons, I'm like Vic, I do many things. I have probably 35, 40 movie scripts that I wrote just because I love writing. If I would have lived in LA and moved there and played the game and gone to all the auditions and got into the workshops and everything, this whole business is about who you know, not what you know.
Yep.
So, I could have moved to LA and probably within 4 or 5 years had my movies made. But I didn't want to do that. A lot of it has to do with desire. And that's the one thing I tell people about this business. Don't get in this business unless you have passion about it. Because you won't succeed. You'll get frustrated.
Yeah.
Because when you have passion, you don't care about an audition. You don't care whether you win or lose. You're so passionate, you drive yourself right through that. But if you're not passionate, all that stuff affects you just like normal. Just like any normal human. Rejection is rejection. And also, there are thousands of different professions in the entertainment business that give you joy no matter what you do. So, like you said, don't pigeonhole yourself into acting if that's not what you want to do. If you want to be a director, if you want to be a producer, if you want to be behind the scenes, if you want to do that, get involved like community theaters. Talk about acting. I'm sure every place around here has a community theater. Guess what? They need volunteers to move props. They need volunteers to help run scenes. And like I said before, as soon as there's something comes up, well shit, Bob's been here a while, let's give him a shot. That's the, short of like going to the actors school in New York and all the other crap that, and see, those guys are passionate there. Again, you go to the New York acting class, schools of acting and stuff, you don't get in there because it's like, yeah, it's something I'm gonna do. You get in there because they see that you're passionate about what you want to do. And that's the only thing I would say, because at the end of the day, you can get into gigs that you hate, and everybody else thinks you're an idiot for hating it. So, voice acting and acting is not necessarily the only jobs in the entertainment business that give you joy, make you money, and you think to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe I get to do this. So find that passion first. Once you find that passion, then you can figure out how to make it happen.
those were a lot of good questions. Thank you for asking, and let's hear it for Big